When devastating news hits or an insult catches you entirely off guard, your body reacts before your conscious mind can process the blow. For most people, the timeline between experiencing the shock and projecting a defensive reaction is instantaneous. The raised voice or the sudden panic happens in a fraction of a second. The internal feeling and the external reaction arrive as a single fused event. They are indistinguishable from one another. This immediate fusion dictates your behavior, leading to impulsive decisions and the chronic emotional exhaustion that comes from being constantly on the defensive. Living on this biological default leaves you entirely at the mercy of your environment, functioning as a victim of whatever circumstances occur. We have all seen the rare individual who remains perfectly calm and even-voiced, even when facing heavy, undeniable emotional pressure. Common assumptions suggest these people are naturally numb, genetically wired to feel less, or perhaps just aggressively detached from reality. This assumption is a pervasive, incorrect myth. High-level emotional control relies on possessing a specific set of underlying skills rather than simply experiencing fewer feelings. This stillness represents a deliberately constructed psychological architecture rather than an inherited personality trait. This architecture begins with the gap, a conscious, deliberate pause inserted between an incoming stimulus and an outgoing response. Here is the biological trigger. When an emotional threat occurs, the amygdala fires a panic signal that typically bypasses rational thought entirely. The emotionally disciplined person trains their prefrontal cortex to actively intercept this signal before it ever dictates their external behavior. While suppression forces feelings underground, regulation allows for acknowledging a feeling without immediately acting on it. Psychological research from Stanford University proves that suppressing emotions actually increases your internal physiological stress, even while it hides your outward expression. By intercepting the signal, you feel everything intensely, but you remain the observer of the emotion rather than its captive. Creating that internal pause grants you a strategic, discerning quality regarding the information you share with the outside world. This is selective vulnerability, the deliberate choice of what emotions to disclose and when, as opposed to spilling feelings reactively to anyone nearby. These individuals often use silence as an active tool during conflict. They let a situation breathe rather than rushing to fill the void with defensive noise. This non-reactive presence will naturally command authority as you remain stable without absorbing the erratic emotional current of the room. Choosing when to speak is an act of sophisticated guardianship and strength, moving beyond the reflex of fear or secrecy. The most demanding feature of this mastery is the willingness to be completely misread or falsely accused and choosing to say nothing at all. Humans have a desperate, ingrained need for cognitive closure, the drive to be accurately categorized and understood by those around us. Most people will frantically over-explain and justify their actions to resolve the discomfort of being misunderstood. The master has loosened their grip on this need, realizing that chasing external consensus is a form of emotional bondage. Surrendering the illusion of controlling other people's perceptions results in rare, unshakable internal security. True emotional stability is the result of thousands of tiny, high-pressure decisions not to react. Stability is maintained through cognitive reappraisal, deliberately reframing a crisis in real time by asking what is actually true and what remains within your control. Practicing this deliberate cognitive shift consistently over time physically rewires the brain's default neural pathways from the inside out. Emotional reactivity is an untrained biological reflex waiting to be reshaped rather than a permanent character flaw. By committing to the work of pausing and observing, anyone can build this architecture and reclaim the freedom to choose how they respond to the world.